Hi guys, welcome to another video. The much awaited Fed Reserve rate hike is finally out and the number is 75 bps, taking the total to 3.25%, and the Fed wants to take this number into the highs of 4% by the end of this year. What with Jerome Ball has shared is probably going to be a very rough 2022 and 2023. The projection and the forecast shows things will only get better in 2024. The South Korean prosecutor says Do Kwon is on the run. This could be a great story for a Netflix documentary or a series because this is full of events. And while Do Kwon says he's not on the run and the prosecutor says he's on the run, well, this is going to be very interesting. His red notice have been issued to the Interpol for Do Kwon. OpenSea will now support arbitrum, which is a big news and a big breakthrough, especially for layer 2s. For layer 2s to be making their own NFTs on OpenSea, that is a huge one. While the markets are down, the adoption in metaverse, play to earn games, and NFTs continue to grow. Despite this bear market, the numbers are looking very good. Let's now ape into the chart, see what's happening in DXY because it's been at a high, and BTC and Ethereum. First thing first, let's jump into the DXY chart. DXY just went on to the historic levels after 2008, which is 111. So 111 is the number that is broken above, and I was looking at it at an yearly level. So on the yearly levels, if you look at it, interestingly, 120 is the highest level. So this is gonna be one of those levels we have to break, which was around about 2002, nearly 2 decades away. So this is gonna be interesting. We're not far, just about 9. So if we do have an increase of 111 to about 120, things could get very bad. That would be a huge recession and things might just get out of Fed's hands. Let's look into USDT's dominance on the daily time frame. So USDT's dominance on the daily time frame is seeing a healthy upside. So this upside is correlating with what we've seen in DXY. Despite the upside, I feel we are going to see some relief bounce coming into Bitcoin and Ethereum, and with that happening, we might see a lower high forming here really soon because we are forming a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low regularly. So this is a bullish pattern, but we expect another higher low to come very soon. Let's move into BTC's chart. A lot of volatility. While the Fed was speaking yesterday, we saw some big upside candles and then right away it came down. So longs got squeezed and the shorts got squeezed. That's why you shouldn't be trading while the Fed's FOMC meeting is ongoing, and before the announcement, I wouldn't really recommend getting into any trades. Overall, if you look at the price structure, we are in a falling, broadening wedge or a channel, however you like to call it. Right now, we are just bouncing in this range, not much happening. We did see the downs and new lows on the 4 hours of about $18,155. Right now, we're seeing good bounce, but the volume isn't really backing this bounce, so gotta watch out. Market is still faring quite bearish from the 75 bps, though it was likely people were expecting 75 bps. But when Putin came on and then he announced he's going to be sending in about 300k more troops to Ukraine, well, all the markets around the world are pretty shaky right after that, and the FOMC meeting on the same day, things aren't really looking bright, especially this week. So if you look at this structure, massive sell volume, a lot of people got liquidated as well. Overall, we are forming a bullish divergence here, especially at this point to this point. Obviously, both the lows aren't same, but well, we have to just wait out and see how this is going to play out. For me, the first target that I am keeping in my mind from especially this price points about $19,500, and then from $19,500, this is a very key place, the 200 moving average, which is about $20,322. We have to first come back into this range if we expect any kind of upside to be coming, especially if we still want to go back to $23,000. Let's move into the weekly chart for BTC. So the weekly chart far off from the 200 moving average, which is at $23,396. We are just going to be very close to the previous low of about $70,563. I do, like I've been saying, I do see this breaking down because of the macroeconomic indicators right now. We might come into this range, especially 14,000 to 16,000 will be very crucial. But how it's going to play out, just gotta wait and watch, because the Fed hike just came yesterday, so maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours we'll have further directions and expectations of where the market could go. Let's move into Ethereum chart on the 4 hours. So on the Ethereum chart, we are also in a falling broadening wedge and channel, whichever you like to call these. We have bounced from good support of about $1,216. Here also similar price structure where we saw longs getting squeezed and shorts getting squeezed right when the Fed Jerome Powell was speaking. So we have lost this resistance which we hadn't retested previously. Right now we did have a retest, but we failed to hold here because obviously the merge is done. Most exciting things on Ethereum are done right now, and then we saw this downfall. Big sell volume coming in. We are seeing a good upside coming right now, but obviously the volume isn't backing it for now. If we look into the RSI, clear bullish divergence forming here as well. Very similar to what we're seeing in Bitcoin right now, not much different here. So for here, obviously the first range we have to come back into is about $1,400, and then obviously looking into the 200 moving average on the 4 hours, which is at $1,564. We would also take about a round-off figure of $1,550. So going to be interesting if we come back to this support first. Obviously we got to break into this resistance zone. This is going to be very important. So whether this move will get here or not, this is what we got to watch out for the next 24 hours. Let's move into the Ethereum's weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, we're trading just below the 200 moving average, which is at $1,284, while the market is at $1,268. This is a very crucial point for ETH, whether ETH is going to hold these levels or break down, because the previous low was at 876. We're quite far away compared to BTC's low. The price structure is looking very critical right now, so gotta hold off to it or bounce from here would be nice. But obviously we are forming lower highs and then lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, so new lows could be expected anytime soon. I would expect it to come in range of below the previous low, around $800 to $700, about 750, 770. That would be a good place to see it in the long term. In the short term, obviously we expect it to have a retest of this zone, which is about $1,400, and probably head higher. Let's move to ADA. ADA's vessel hard fork is going to be starting in the next 24 hours, and that will be a very big news for Cardano network, because this is going to be the biggest hard fork they've ever had on the blockchain. So this is very crucial and important time here. Let's open the Bollinger Band so we see more details here. For now, we can see the lows at 0.39, while the upper BB is sitting at 0.57. We are sitting at this support that we've been bouncing for the past several weeks now. We would like to see on the news of that hard fork an upside coming into the ranges of about 0.48, and then maybe just reaching the highs of the upper BB at 0.57. I've been sharing this detail with you guys for some time, but maybe this is possible. Usually we don't see quick upsides, quick downsides on Cardano, because Cardano is really a stable blockchain. A lot of things there are stable. We don't see much volatility in Cardano. That's the reason we've been in this range for some time now. So that's going to be very important. If we do dump, then obviously these are the ranges of 0.3 to watch out for. XRP versus SEC, the longest love story in the crypto industry. So this love story might just come to an end very soon, because verdict is going to be coming out. The prosecutor is looking into the details. Likely if XRP wins the case, everything is on their side. We would expect big volatility to be coming here. This was one of the longest SEC suits that XRP faced in the crypto industry. We might expect a retest for the 200 moving average on the dailies. If we open the Bollinger Bands, we can see that we've already squeezed on the news that the verdict is going to be coming out very soon. And I also believe if XRP wins, we might see a short-term reversal in the market, because XRP is one of the top cryptocurrencies out there. Let's move into the crypto bubbles. Some are red and some are green. Algo is about 7% today, looking very good. 18.2% on the weekly chart, so looks very good. A lot of partnerships and a lot of building has been going on the Algorand blockchain. Comp is up about 4% today, from $51 to $60. Very good upside, while on the weekly chart it's still down about 2.4%, and on the monthly it's up about 9.5%, looking really good. Comp is also another very good blockchain and has great utility. Chills is up. Chills is one of my favorite coins. I like Chills because Chills is really hampering out and making big breakthroughs when it comes to sports industry. So from 0.22 went all the way into the highs of 0.24, up about 6.4% on the daily time frames. Let's move into the fear and greed index. We're in extreme fear of 22 levels. Yesterday we were at 23, just been in these lows of 20s. Let's move into funding rate. Funding rate for BTC short position traders are dominant, are willing to pay long traders, taker buyer sell ratio, buying sentiment is dominant, so people have begun to buy now, which is a very good sign. If we look into the open interest, it indicates investors are closing positions and possibility of trend reversal. In turn, this might trigger possibility of long and short squeeze caused by a sudden price movement, or vice versa, which just happened yesterday. So that was very important. A lot of long positions were liquidated in the last 24 hours. Obviously, they squeezed up and down, both of them were knocked out. Let's move into long and short ratio on the exchanges. If we see what's happening on the 4 hours right now, a lot of long positions, especially Bitfinex, about 69.55% in long positions right now, more longs right now than shorts in the market. So that is also the reason why we're seeing this really bounce. Many times we talk about Jerome Ball, but Jesse Powell is also a very important person in the crypto industry. Back in 2013, he was the guy who started Kraken exchange, and Kraken exchange brought massive adoption and privacy, security, and all these functionalities that we see on different exchanges. Well, this guy was the pioneer behind it. Sad to see him leaving, but obviously at some point the founders have to leave the exchanges. Life goes on, and that's everything that goes on in this life cycle. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be back in here soon. Take care, guys. Bye bye.